interesting choice. Japan against Chinese Taipei. Cheng I Ching against Hina Hayata, who we were watching warming up earlier on in the area behind the VIP seats. Not quite so VIP behind there, just a few tables, some table tennis balls and a bit of water. But she was looking pretty sharp.
It's interesting here as we start up the knock-up again. Japanese left-hander, full of confidence, playing really well over the last few weeks, in the World Championships especially. Another really good matchup. It's been great games so far.
Part of Japan's golden generation, only 16 years of age, of course, and you can see ranked inside the top 20. A gold at the World Junior Championships last year, so she's still got a lot of table tennis career in front of her. Slightly older, still young in her prime, 25 years of age, world number 8. Has been up in the top 5 as you would expect from someone of this calibre. Silver at the 2016 World Championships. Positive attacking style. So we'll see how this one pans out, but it should be interesting. Another left v right matchup. Good crowd in here today, and one of my favourite referees here, the man who yesterday offered rock, paper, scissors to decide who was going to, which I think we should take up. I think that's an excellent idea. Forget the coin, just do rock, paper, scissors. And he's also more likely to hurry up the players. He doesn't mind telling them off.
Yeah, this referee will spot whether you're throwing the ball up the correct distance. You've got the palm nice and flat as well, all of this.
Yeah, my butter wouldn't melt, but he's mean, I tell you. Good start from Cheng.
That's a nice opening forehand there. If you're going to play with that strength, you can go right onto the wing.
And interestingly enough, after our first 2 games, which were kind of rally stream affairs, this is a much more intense at the net, couple of shots and done kind of thing at the moment. And Cheng just about getting over the net, getting Hayata to come in several times, and it's working so far. 2-point cushion.
And that's nice early timing off the bounce for Cheng I Ching. It was a good little service that. It would catch many a player.
We talked about the positive attacking style, and Cheng's certainly getting in there, isn't she?
Certainly an art to reading the length of a service, knowing if it's going to be 2 bounces on the table or it's going to drift slightly.
7-2. left, 7-2. 3-7.
Well, today the net seems to come into play a lot more in the first 3 games than we saw almost in the whole of yesterday. Just over 20 minutes on the clock in this match.
Cheng I Ching not confused by the long topspin kick serve. She's just taken that off the bounce, relaxing, caressing the ball back.
No forced error is not going to help your case here when you're so far behind in this first game. This is fairly comprehensive so far, and I don't know what you would suggest as a coach for Hayata.
Yeah, well, it's going to be interesting when she strides back to the coaching corner, which will be very soon, I suppose. Both players like to get into open, fast rallies, as Cheng I Ching has just been a little bit more mobile.
Hayata, 16 years of age. Of course, not the youngest person here. Her compatriot Haramoto, just 14.
10-6.
And she's hanging in here at the moment. Of course, one of the reasons we've got such a young team out here, or part of the team, is they're getting them ready for Tokyo 2020, the Olympics that they really do want to do well in. Of course, your home Olympics.
There's such a strength and depth now in the Japanese table tennis. Even in the men's, you've got 15 or 20 guys now in the top 100 in the world, and that was never the case before.
It's a shame for Hayata. She's played some nice forehands there, but couldn't keep it going, and she concedes the first game. The top of the bat and flew away. And then a fist pump from Cheng to confirm that she has one in the bag already. 7-11. Hayata need to improve a bit there. She was always second best.
I think if we're looking tactically, Hayata, she's going to need to tighten the serves down. These big kicking serves would work against other players, but not obviously against Cheng I Ching. She's taking that ball back early. She's got lovely soft hand.
Second game, Hayata to serve.
So let's see if she changes tactics. She's listened to the coach.
Last one.
That'll be a service ace then, and we don't see too many of those in the modern table tennis game.
A rarity, like hen's teeth.
Again, look how mobile she was there. Look at that, she shuffles round, opens up the hand to the wide forehand.
Bit of a masterclass at the moment, isn't it? See what she's trying to do. Just not finding a range. Just there's no rhythm there, is there, at the moment?
Yeah, Hayata misreading the serve there. If that had been a little bit of side and chop, the angle she delivered the racket there, it would have went back to the middle of the table. But that float serve just dumped off the side of the table.
Again, just not got the sights in, being pressurised into mistakes by Cheng. Less than 15 minutes to go in this game.
That's a lovely little fade flick, and you don't see that used too many times in the game.
Certainly very effective. And Cheng in a commanding position in this second game. Time ticking down. She'll be looking for a clean sweep and to get 4 points, 4 games. At the moment, you don't see what Hayata can do at the moment. Hayata, who won all 4 against John last night, of course. Having a bit of a reverse today.
Just misfiring again is the young Japanese player.
You saw flashes of what she can do, but it's that final shot that's always a little bit long.
When you start in the manner that she started, you doubt yourself. You're not accelerating through the ball on impact. But that's much better there. Just let the shots go. Get back in the flow.
Sometimes things are going so badly, you kind of relax into it. You think, well, what could go any worse? We'll give us some hope. Took the net that time, went long. Yeah, 2 great backhands from Hayata, forcing the mistake from Cheng. That's more like the one we saw yesterday.
Another float serve, but the way she delivered the racket right underneath the ball, she caught the ball right on the back of the racket, which meant it was a no-spin serve. Quite deceptive. Hayata just starting to flow a little bit now, but might be too late to pick up this second set. However, could mean that she's going to play better in the third and fourth.
Well, that's the beauty of it, isn't it? She gets a good start in that fourth, if there is a fourth one. It's all down to the time, of course, but she's up against it here. Here is game point for Cheng. She's just decided to throw caution to the wind. There's nothing really to lose, is there? Expected to lose this second game. There you go. Wrapped up nice and easily for Cheng I Ching. And when your return percentage of winners is 28%, you're going to be struggling, and also on your serve, winning less than half of them. That's the reason, perhaps the stats behind the story.
Yeah, the modern day table tennis player is looking to win at least 65% on their own serves. If they can do that, they've got a real chance.
Yeah, Cheng up at 72. First 3 strokes won about 64. So all the stats, of course, stats don't necessarily make the match, but certainly she is doing a really good job here. Cheng I Ching talked about that positive attacking style. She started a bit slowly, as did Hayata, but it was Cheng who has progressed the better of the two.
Well, let's see now if there's any change in the play now that they've swapped ends.
Just under 11 minutes to go as well. Be interesting to see if Hayata can take some momentum from the end of that last game.
1 love.
Still going in with a few of these floatier, less spin serves, and that's worked really well for Chen so far. And another good start to game 3. Amazing then how you just relax down and just settle into playing the set.
That's much better. Totally in control of that point from start to finish. Mays signalling from the bench to his player just to settle down, just calm down a little bit on receive. Just coming in, and the hand is just a little bit heavy on the racket. There's the edge. I think Hayata will take anything like that at the moment. It's not a match that's pretty on the eye at the moment, is it? But both these players fighting hard. That was an example there of a really good serve working against you. If the other player can touch it back short, there's lots of spin then that you have to deal with yourself on the third ball. Little change of service into a backhand now.
5-3.
But she just played the second shot a little bit too high, a bit too much there, a bit tough timed for Cheng just to choose a spot.
Left 5-3. Left 5-3.
Lots of side and top serve deliveries so that Hayata can't get any purchase underneath the ball.
6-3.
That one, yeah, it did land in the eye. Ooh, a bit of speed as well. I wonder if she was feeling the eye gingerly. Seems perfectly okay though.
Ball 6.
Hayata clinging on a bit better in this third game.
Left. 4-6.
So many of those today. Something in the air, perhaps.
5-6.
Slightly better movement after the serve to get into position for that next ball. But the unforced error count has got to drop here from the Japanese player.
6-all.
Yeah, 11-6 in terms of non-forced errors so far. But she's hanging in. Hayata. It's not been the prettiest game to watch at the moment. It's a bit bitty, but no one will mind if they win the game. Referee just shepherding the players back.
6-all.
Ready to go again. What is it, 5:42 on the clock? Not a lot of time left for a fourth game.
Left. 6-all.
Especially if you keep getting lets.
6-7.
At last, a semblance of a flowing rally, and it worked better for Hayata. Yeah, he's showing a little bit of authority and a bit of power as well.
And we've seen so many times the scoreboard pressure, and now it's just starting to turn in favour of the Japanese girl.
Less than 5 minutes to go. I wonder if we'll drop into the kill zone. Unfortunate for Hayata. The edge of the table.
Mays from the side again, just telling his player to just calm down, relax.
Good comeback from Cheng. Hanging in there, looking for that third game and that third point. Oh yes. It was a simple shot, but very effective.
That was one of those shots there, that has to be a winner. You've fully committed to that third ball, but when you fully commit, you have to generally hit into the middle area.
No apology from Cheng. I guess it must have taken a brush of the net. Yeah, there it was. Just enough. Not much that Hayata could do about that.
And you'll be amazed when the ball just slightly clips the net, how much that can affect the opponent, especially at the speed that a table tennis ball is moving at in most rallies.
Kind of made up your mind on the shot before it comes over the net, haven't you? Well, fascinating stuff. Someone needs 2 points here.
9-10.
And Cheng has come from behind to give herself a chance of a third game here.
I think we're going to enter the kill zone. We are 10 seconds away from it.
We'll see how quickly this point happens and if she wins it.
10 off. No deals.
10 apiece. Next point wins this game. That's the beauty of T2. both went for it
Games to
like a
Cheng.
shootout at the OK Corral, and it's Cheng
Next
who's the
game
one left
is
standing.
Kill zone game.
Yeah, now our man has just called it a kill zone game. Next up, we're within 2 minutes of the finish of the 24, and so we stop the clock. Don't worry about that anymore, and it's the first to 5 will win the shootout, the kill zone game. So a chance for Hayata to get off to a good start. That's not the best look for her, losing to 7 to 5 and then to 10. She's done a good job so far, but Yoga Roskov still happy to give a little bit of extra coaching. Definitely a little bit of Ted Danson about him, you've got to say. Not quite so grey though.
Kill zone game.
You've got to love this game now. First to 5 points at 4-all. It's 1 point again.
I know you love it. You're a real fan of this, aren't you? The kill zone. Here we go then. First to 5 points takes it. Oh yes.
One love.
Well, should be saying to herself, why couldn't I do that more often? Wasn't a bad shot from Cheng. Came back with interest.
Love 2.
Let's give the Japanese player a lot of credit here. He's got a lot of heart, a lot of belief. This is an important point for the Maze camp. If they can steal it.
They came out on top against Team JJ, 14 to 13. That's how close it was. That first matchup yesterday.
1-2.
Look at the reaction. Doesn't show much generally, but she knew that was a bit of bad luck.
How many times though, just a dead block hits the net and goes off. A spinnier shot can propel off the net and onto the table.
Two all.
Here she comes again. Can't give much away, does she? But she's always looking to come back. Shows her authority, and in the kill zone, you're only 3 points. Both of these athletes just 3 points away from a chance of a game.
3-2.
That really was one of the ugliest receives of serve we've seen so far.
Scratch to the head from Cheng. Just as an athlete, you just need to reset, put it behind you. It's gone. Nothing you can do about it. Just bear in your mind half the time, though. That's long.
3 all.
3 all. We're crawling towards 5 here.
Both coaches stride out now with the towels.
Towel and talk.
Time. Player.
Referee keeping a lid on excess time with the coaches. So really still a 15-second
3 all.
break between points. And we're back on it now. First to 5 in the kill zone.
Left. 3 all.
It's amazing how the players see these tiny little nets.
And it's long.
3-4.
So Hayata with a chance to nick one back. And that's the beauty of the kill zone. Gives you a bit of a chance. And look at the reaction from Cheng. Couldn't quite believe it. Cheng has the serve though. Don't you take it to sudden death. Little. There we go. There goes the fly again. We have to give him a name. It's long. So This is the point that will decide whether it's 4-0 for Cheng, or whether Hayata can cling on to 1 point.
And Paul Drinkle sitting there on the bench, he knows all about this.
Who will it be? A little squeal of delight from Hayata, and Hina Hayata, who won 4-0 yesterday, manages to avoid a whitewash here, and that's the beauty of the kill zone. You've always got a chance.
That was great spirit there, and fantastic team ethic as well from the Maze camp. Look at that.
She's such a prospect. Just didn't fire for her today, but yeah, getting a good hug from her team. A bit of congratulations. She was looking like it might be 4-0, but well, there's the stats, and as you can see, look at the serve won percentage. That's why Cheng was looking so strong.
And again, when you're over 65%, there's a massive chance that you're going to win that game.
Hina Hayata will live to fight another day and learn from that. She still has a pretty useful 5-point haul, and it was a bit of a bitty game, wasn't it? It was a bit of a cat and mouse game, not one perhaps the easiest on the eye.
Yeah, one that Hayata just really struggled to receive the Cheng I Ching serve right from the off, just popping a lot of serves up into the air. So yeah, I think she needs to develop her flick if she wants to progress in this game.
And it is something that will happen, I'm sure, and it will be interesting to see where she is when it comes to Tokyo 2020, because nowadays it's all not about necessarily the next game, is it? It can be all about 2 years down the line, and she really is a prospect, along with young Harimoto as well. But today wasn't her day. I wonder whether she'll have one of those tournaments, whether she'll come back tomorrow and win 4-0 as well. All these players will get to play each other. Of course, we've got a series of these T2 get-togethers as we head towards the grand final in December, and it'll be interesting to see just how these two athletes, amongst others, progress.